Alright, what is up guys, it's Bismo here, and in today's video of Rocket League, I will be showing you guys how to get to Grand Champion in Rocket League. So before this video starts, here's some background on me. I've been playing Rocket League for around 2 years now, and I am currently Grand Champion in 3v3s, and I have Season 7 Grand Champion rewards. I also stream and upload a variety of other games on my channel. If you're interested, you should check those out. Just made a new sponsor, custom emojis for my sponsors. But anyways, let's get back to the video. Oh, off topic. I've played against many pros, including G2 Rizzo, Gambit, and Tuster. But you guys are not here to learn about me. You are here to learn about how to get to Grand Champion in Rocket League. I just gave you some background on me so you guys know that I'm qualified to make this video of how to get to Grand Champion in Rocket League. So let's get started. So the gameplay in this video is a 3v3 game of mine at Grand Champion rank during overtime. So if you don't know what the rank looks like, you can get a good look at it. So to start things off, you need to know that getting to Grand Champion in Rocket League is a long, tedious, and time-consuming path. Only the top 0.1% of players make it to Grand Champion. Now that doesn't mean you will never make it to Grand Champion. This just shows that there's only a small percentage of Rocket League players that are actually at the top. You need to understand that Rocket League is not a game you can just get good at and naturally be good the first day that you play. So Rocket League is so much different than other games. For example, you might be good at Fortnite for the first time you play just because you've played a lot of other games that are shooter games like Call of Duty. But for Rocket League, no amount of experience with other games can really help you start off as a good player. You need to be willing to put thousands of hours into the game if you want to get to Grand Champion. If you don't have at least 1,200 hours in the game, don't be upset that you're not Grand Champion yet. For console players, if you can't see how many hours you are at, I'd say at least 10,000 matches played would be where you should start to see improvement and getting close to Grand Champion. So the most important thing that you can do to get to Grand Champion in Rocket League is play. If you want to get to 1,200 hours of Rocket League in a year, you need to play close to 4 hours of Rocket League every single day. So now that I've made my point that you need to play a lot to get to Grand Champion, let's move on so I can show you guys how I got to Grand Champion and how you guys can do it easily too. So I would say the best game mode for you to get your skill level up fastest in Rocket League would be 2v2. I know that a lot of pros say that 2s sucks and all that stuff all the time, but that's only because they're already really good at the game. The reason why 2v2 is the best thing for you guys to get better at Rocket League is because it offers the perfect combination of getting a lot of touches on the ball and you get to work with teammates. The reason why I wouldn't play 3v3 right away to get better at Rocket League is because you don't get to touch the ball that much. 1v1s are better than 3v3s for mechanics, but the reason why I believe 2v2 is better than 1v1s also is because most of the goals you're scoring are open net tap-ins. And yeah, so while 2v2 usually you get to work on 2v2 shooting on a goalie, which helps, which you don't get to do in 1v1s, and passing with a teammate. And you get a lot more touches on the ball than you do when you play at 3v3s. Playing 1v1s a little bit does work on your dribbling and ball control though, which is needed, so do that a little bit. So for you to get to Grand Champion Rocket League, the first step is getting your mechanics good enough to try and make it there, which is done, as I said, by playing 2v2s and occasional 1v1s. Once your mechanical skills are good enough to get to Grand Champion, I would recommend playing 3v3s. Another tip I have for you guys is free play. Free play is so underrated. So I know this sounds super basic, but when you are in free play, you get so much better at ball control and overall mechanics. I mean, you're the only one touching the ball. So I'd say every time you get on Rocket League, spend 10 to 20 minutes in free play before you start searching for a game. As soon as games end, go back into free play in between games and play while you search. This way you're maximizing your time and not wasting any of it. One of the biggest things that prevent people from getting to Grand Champion would be ball chasing. You need to trust your teammates if you have any hope of getting to Grand Champion. Working on passing with your teammates, and if your teammate is in a better position to hit the ball, let him go for it. I struggle with this sometimes myself, and I find myself being a bit of a ball chaser too sometimes, and it usually leads to double commits and goals for the other team, which obviously means losses and no Grand Champion for you. So the next tip I have for you guys for getting to Grand Champion will be watching RLCS and other pro level gameplay. Honestly, you get a lot better by watching pros play. You learn how to do proper rotations, you get to see some awesome mechanical skills that you may have never seen before, and just overall helps you with your game. Okay, so now let's say you have played so many games of 2v2, spent a lot of time in free play, watched a lot of high level gameplay, and you're around champion 2/3 in 2v2. So this is when I would start to play 3v3s. The easiest game mode, in my opinion, to get Grand Champion will be 3v3s. Okay, so this is how I got to Grand Champion. So You'd think that most people at the high level understand rotations for 3v3s, right? Well, no. In more cases than not, teammates in 3v3s tend to be super aggressive and striker-like players. So the easiest way for you to win games and get to Grand Champion, and this is what I did to get to it at first, is to play more of a defensive slash goalie type style in 3v3s. If you can get good at making saves and being a good defensive rock, you'll find it surprisingly easy to get to Grand Champion. Let your teammates be aggressive and score the goals. Go up sometimes, of course, though, when your teammates are cycling back and nobody's on the ball. But honestly, in ranked, your teammates will almost always be on the ball. So, guys, that's pretty much it. But here are the main points. Play a ton of 2v2 games and practice in free play to get your mechanics good. Watch high-level gameplay so you understand how pros play. And then play 3v3s as a defensive style player. And you will find that that is the easiest way to Grand Champion, and that's how I did it in Rocket League. Well guys, that was my video on how to get to Grand Champion in Rocket League. Leave a like if this was helpful to you, and obviously you don't have to try just this method. If you play enough, it really won't matter, and you can just get it in any game mode, like 2v2, but yeah. So thank you guys for watching. Make sure to subscribe for more videos. Make sure to leave a like if this was helpful. But yeah, I'm just going to skip to the end so you guys can watch the end goal of it. So I catch the ball like this, and then I just go for a huge clinger ringer, and it worked out good, and it was a fun game to win. But yeah, that's going to be all. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure to leave a like. I'll see you guys later.